Good day. My name is Trace Scott, graduate of the University of Rutgers Newark with a degree in history. In summer 2016, I studied abroad in Cuba. The theme was United States and Cuba counterparts, aesthetics in translation. I, along with master and doctoral candidates, studied abroad for 1 month in Cuba. I had 2 projects. One project with Afro-Cuban social movements, and the other was the Centenarian population of Cuba. This started to happen in the 1970s. Before the revolution, Fidel Castro and his revolutionary soldiers took over. The life expectancy for a man was 63. The life expectancy for a woman was 67. But something started to happen in the 1970s. All the top doctors in the province in Cuba started to report to the top government officials, there's something going on here in this country. And they're like, what's that? We have over 10 people over 100 years old in one province, 25 in another province. When all the provinces added up, next thing you know, they have a large number of centenarians. This is what started to happen in the 1970s, and it started to continue to happen still to this day of this presentation on August 9th of 2017. There are 5 other blue zones throughout the world. Loma Linda, California, Akira, Greece, Sardinia, Italy, Okinawa Island, and Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. See, it's easy to document from there, but Cuba is pretty much forbidden for most Americans. This is that other zone that nobody wants to talk about, or not, or little is known about. Now, Cuba has over 2,000 centenarians, but the true count is not known because they don't take statistics as serious as other countries do. I had a chance to interview a centenarian. I ran into luck with this, and I would like to thank the Afro-Cuban Centenarian community to make this happen, because it almost didn't. Not until recently has knowledge been able to come forth about the Centenarian community of Cuba. The only other group that might be able to account for this is the former Soviet Union, because they have their set of centenarians located in the Ukraine. Ukraine has also been known to be a region that has plenty of centenarians. As mentioned, I said I wanted to thank the Afro-Cuban Centenarian Centenarian community. If it wasn't for them, this may have not happened. A Centenarian priest by the name of Baba Esbini reached out to a woman by the name of Aleda at the Casa Verde house in Havana, Cuba, and asked her, did you know any centenarians, and could you make access to one? This is where I found out the power of a Centenarian priest in that country. When he said this to her, her eyes got wide, her chest stuck out, And then the next thing you know, she goes to her book with all her names and numbers. After 15 minutes, she comes and hands this to the Centenarian priest. She hands this to the Centenarian priest, and he tells me to show up at that place on Thursday morning, July 22nd, in the old Havana section of Cuba. And this is when I met the Centenarian. His name is Rafael Romero Yera. And the social worker who made all this happen was Margarita Cardenas Brown. And the translator was named Michelle Castillos Santiago. This is how all of this happened. A couple of things you should see, you need to know before you see this interview that I had in Havana. Number one, I'm not a professional photographer. The lighting was not all that great, but I did the best with what I had. Number two, I believe I asked effective questions. I mean, this man had to see with the long life, to see 100 years in this world. That's something. And number three, it's a memorable ending. A very memorable ending in an interview to a Centenarian. I hope you enjoy this. I was glad and honored to do this. And I leave it to your judgment to decide if it was a good interview. Remember, my name is Trey Scott, and thank you. Good morning. It is July 22nd, year 2016. I am at Casa Merced nursing home, and I'm about to interview an Afro-Cuban Centenarian, assisted by Michelle Castillo and Margarita Cardenas Brown.
Trabajadora social de la casa de abuelo 14 de junio en La Habana.
Social worker of the nursing home 14 de junio in Havana.
All right, now the main event is what I've been looking for since I've been here July 1st, a Centenarian, and I think I hit the jackpot.
Dile tu nombre.
Yo me llamo Rafael Antonio Morón y Girá.
Okay.
¿Cuándo naciste?
Nací el 31 de octubre de 1914 en Santiago de Cuba.
Sigue hablando.
October 31, 1914.
1915. 1914.
Vine para La Habana
In Santiago de Cuba.
Vine para La Habana con 30 años.
He came to Havana when he was 30 years old.
Tengo aquí viviendo en La Habana 73 años.
He's been living in Havana for 73 years.
Let him know that we just left his hometown.
Hace poco estuvimos por Santiago. Estábamos en Santiago antes de venir para acá.
And your hometown is beautiful.
Él cree que la ciudad de Santiago es hermosa.
Yo nací en una calle que se llama Callejuela y San Ricardo. Callejuela y San Ricardo.
¿Calle qué?
Callejuela y San Ricardo.
Callejuela y San
He was
Ricardo.
born in Callejuela y San Ricardo. That's around downtown.
En un primer piso.
Nació ahí.
He was born there in a house in the first floor.
Okay, now,
The name of the neighborhood is Los Hoyos.
Okay, well, either way, Santiago is a town that I will never forget as long as I live.
Él considera que Santiago es una ciudad que él no va a olvidar mientras viva, porque es imposible de olvidar.
Let him know that his hometown has a real grit. The people have a real grit about themselves.
Dice que los santiagueros somos muy orgullosos.
Different from Havana.
People from Santiago, they dress really well.
Okay. Now, what I want, okay, you said where you was born and what year you was born and how old are you. What do you account for being in this life so long?
¿Por qué usted cree que ha vivido tanto?
Bueno, porque mire, yo cuando era muchacho, yo era enfermizo.
When he was a kid, he used to have a lot of diseases.
A lot of diseases?
Entonces mi papá y mi mamá me cuidaban mucho.
So their parents take care of them like him, like a lot.
Okay.
Me alimentaban mucho con sopa de pichón de paloma.
They fed him with soup of pigeon.
Soup of pigeon.
Pigeon soup, yeah.
And that helped him get better.
Yeah.
Yo tomé mucha hemoglobina con sal de manta, que es sangre de caballo.
And he also drank a lot of horse blood, increased his hemoglobin levels.
Horse blood? Okay.
Tomé mucho vino Sansón con yema de huevo criollo.
Those are some plants from Cuba. I don't know.
Some plants, okay. Herbal plants.
Yeah.
All right, I get that. Now,
Mi padre mío trabajaba en almacenes de libros. Yo tenía esa facilidad de esa alimentación.
His dad used to work in a warehouse for storage food, so he had the possibility to get a lot of food for himself.
okay, that was my next question. Well, one of my next questions. Were you ever married?
¿Usted se casó? ¿Se casó?
Sí, ahí me dio la esposa mía murió casada conmigo. La última esposa de tú.
La última. ¿Cuántas veces se casó?
2 veces me casé.
2 veces se casó, pero sin casarse.
Se casamos.
Okay, legally speaking, he married twice, but he has been with plenty of women. No, I'm not. Yo no soy importante. Él es importante.
Okay. How many children do you have?
¿Cuántos hijos tiene?
Tengo eso natural, tengo una. Y auxiliares, tengo 3.
Okay, he has one daughter. I mean, that is his blood. But aside from that, he had like 3 foster kids.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, do you have any siblings?
¿Tiene hermanos?
No.
¿Usted hijo único?
Tengo 7 hermanos, 4 varones y 6 hembras. El único que queda soy yo.
They were 7, but the only one left between 4 boys and 3 girls.
All right. Now, what are your eating habits? Do you still eat food with salt and sugar?
¿Cuáles son sus hábitos alimenticios? Es decir, ¿todavía usted come comida con sal y azúcar?
Bueno, sí, yo como natural, por lo menos bajo del sal.
He eats natural food. He tries to eat food with low salt content.
Yo tengo buen apetito.
He has a good appetite. He
Yo
eats a
como a
lot.
cualquier hora, no tengo problema.
He eats at any time of the day. He has no problem with that.
Okay. Did you smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol?
¿Usted fuma, toma?
Yo fumaba, ya yo tengo 44 años que yo dejé de fumar y de beber.
He stopped smoking and drinking like 44 years ago.
in his early 60s. I mean, late 50s, early 60s.
Usted tenía como 60 o 50 años por ahí cuando dejó de fumar y beber. Sí, como 60, sí, no, es decir, desde el 14 al 60 son como 50 y pico por ahí. Early 50s.
Early 50s. Okay, now, I'm going to ask some rather sensitive questions if it's okay.
Le va a hacer algunas preguntas ahora, si usted se siente incómodo o algo, no las responde. Él solamente, él quiere saber si usted quiere la responde, si no, no.
What was life like for an African Cuban before the revolution? What kind of treatment and equality did you have and opportunities?
¿Cómo usted considera que era la vida de los negros antes de la revolución? Es decir, ¿cómo eran tratados? ¿Cuál era su condición de vida? There was a lot of racial discrimination.
Okay.
Usted montaba una guagua y montaba una blanca que luego se ponía casi para allá y no quería toparse.
For instance, if you got into a bus, there were white people, they tried not to touch you or they tried to avoid you to send you to the back of the bus.
Entonces yo le dije a la señora, ya de para allá no hay más tiempo. Yo ni chino ni doctor.
So there was this time he was about to sit on the bus. There was like this white lady, and the white lady was looking at him like, okay, let me alone. And he was like, okay, there is no other seat empty to sit, so I will sit here. I will die or something like that.
Okay. All right. Now, how much education did you receive?
¿Hasta qué nivel de enseñanza llegó?
¿Qué nivel yo tengo?
No, de enseñanza, es decir, primaria, secundaria, ¿qué nivel de escolaridad tiene?
Yo llegué a tener quinto grado, porque yo tuve que dejar la escuela para ayudar a mi papá. Mi papá era una persona que ganaba mucho dinero, entonces después le di la baja, yo tenía que ayudarlo para criar a mis 5 hermanos más chiquitos.
So he had to drop out of school when he was in 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah, because his father, at the beginning his father used to make a lot of money because of the place he was working in, but then he had some problems at work, so there was like this economic recession in the family, and he had to help him to raise his younger siblings.
I'm sorry. Are you the oldest sibling?
¿Usted, de los hermanos, usted era el mayor?
No hay un hermano, dos hermanos míos mayores. Se llamaba René. Entonces era mayor que yo.
Usted es el segundo.
Yo soy el segundo.
He's the second.
Second born. Okay. Did he have an older brother or older sister?
Yeah, an older brother.
Okay. All right. Now, do you credit the Cuban government health system for still being alive and healthy?
¿Usted considera que, es decir, alguno de los elementos por los cuales usted todavía está saludable y con 101 años es debido al sistema cubano de salud?
Sí. Yo cuando sé a veces cuando yo estoy haciendo la cervical, me he caído varias veces, me he caído 7 veces, me hago con mi propio pie, no sé por qué me han tumbado. Yo me pongo a esa situación de caminar.
Sí, no, pero él lo que quiere saber es sobre si el sistema de salud cubano, si los doctores, si lo han ayudado.
¿Cuántos doctores a ti te atienden?
Yo estoy haciendo en una doctora que está aquí, el dispensario está en la calle Cienfuegos, la doctora Lina, y al frente de mi casa, el profesor de la familia.
Okay. Yeah, he believes that the Cuban health system is helping him, has helped him to live that long. I mean, he has a series of doctors taking care of him. especially. I mean, he has one doctor that takes care of him. Besides, he has like this consultory or consult, medical consult in front of his house. So every single time he has a problem, he goes there and people take care of him.
Sí, mira, explícale cómo te celebran los cumpleaños y explícale cuántos doctores andan detrás de ti porque tú tengas esa buena salud.
Yo hago varias para que no me mantenga con esa salud. A mí, el primer cumpleaños que me celebraron, me cerró la cuadra, no lo vi.
So el primer cumpleaños que queda
100 años.
No, de 100 años.
Okay, when he turned into 100 years old, there was like this big celebration in the whole block. They closed the block just to celebrate his birthday. It was like a big party.
La cuadra se cerró.
Y aquí lo 101, ¿cuántas veces te lo celebraron?
Here, the institution celebrated his 101 years old like 3 times already. So they have been celebrated like several times.
All right, now, ask him, did he get up and dance for his birthday party?
Cuando le estaban celebrando su cumpleaños, ¿usted bailó? Cuando le estaban celebrando el cumpleaños, ¿usted bailó?
Bueno, sí, si no rapidito.
He did some moves.
Él baila, él hace ejercicio, él hace de todo.
So he did,
Foto en un solo pie.
he what?
I mean, he likes to people take pictures of him with only one feet on the floor.
Okay, all right. Okay, now, what I want to ask you is this. You lived through changes in the government. What was the worst times that you could remember and what was the best times that you could remember?
Entonces, bueno, usted vivió en 2 gobiernos, es decir, vivió en la Unión República y ahora ha vivido en la etapa revolucionaria. Él quiere saber cuál es la mejor etapa que usted recuerda y la peor etapa que ha vivido. Es decir,
Yo viví la etapa de Machado.
Sí.
Yo era un niño y yo luché por ese gobierno.
Contra.
Es
Es decir, para usted esa fue la peor etapa, la de Machado.
y la de Batista. Esas son las peores etapas que yo pasé.
Okay, when Machado was in power, that was before the revolution. He was against that. He even fought against Machado. That was his best, his worst, along with Batistas.
He fought against Machado. So I'm looking at a real soldier, a true revolutionary.
Él dice que entonces está en presencia de un soldado, porque si usted luchó contra Machado, está en presencia.
Participé en la huelga que cayó el 12 de agosto de 1973 a las 11 de la mañana.
Tiene una memoria envidiable.
Yo participé en la huelga. Había muchos rompehuelgas que hubo que darle un poquito de fuego porque querían romper la huelga.
Okay, his memory is remarkable. He will remember he participated in this national strike to take down Machado from power. He just told me the exact date in which the strike took place. It was August the 12th, 1933.
My goodness. Okay, so it is safe to say you were a revolutionary before the real revolution took place.
So es justo decir que usted era revolucionario incluso antes de que la verdadera revolución comenzara.
Yo vengo haciendo revolución desde que tenía 14 años.
He's been doing revolution since he was 14 years old. So.
Okay, so now my question is, when did he see true change in Cuba for the better?
¿Cuándo fue que usted vio un verdadero cambio en Cuba
Ahora con ese gobierno.
with this government?
Okay. So ever since Castro came into power, you have been treated with equality and decency for the rest of ever since then.
Es decir, desde que Fidel Castro está en el poder, ¿usted considera que usted ha sido tratado con igualdad, con decencia, ha habido respeto hacia usted?
Yo fui militar.
Ah, usted fue militar.
Fui policía primero, después pasé para el ejército. Me pasaron
He was in the military.
He was in the military?
Yeah, and then he was a policeman.
Oh, okay, so he's a retired policeman.
Entonces, usted ahora es un policía retirado.
Bueno, yo no presenté nada ni por la policía ni por el ejército. Yo pertenecía como becario de seguridad de Estado.
Okay,
Yo pasé eso
okay, dígame.
de la seguridad de Estado.
He belongs to the state security. He was a sergeant.
Okay, all right. Now, let him know that there's a reason why I requested to speak to a centenarian, someone over 100 years old, and let him know that I'm from the United States of America, hometown Paterson, New Jersey. But also let him know that based on the statistics outside of your country, that, don't ask me why, but Costa Rica and Cuba have the highest life expectancy in the whole Western Hemisphere. The average man lives to be 88, the average woman lives to be 92 in Cuba. And as a student, I've been granted research, and not until this morning have I believe I hit the jackpot, because he has vivid memory. So this is why I'm somewhat excited.
Okay. Primero que todo, él quiere que sepa que él es de Estados Unidos. Él vive en New Jersey. Según las estadísticas que él ha consultado, en todo el hemisferio occidental, Cuba y Costa Rica son los países con el nivel de promedio de vida más alto. Es decir, los hombres llegan hasta 82 años de nivel de vida y las mujeres hasta 92. Entonces, esa es la razón por la que él quería venir aquí a Cuba y entrevistar a una persona que tuviera más de 100 años, que él está muy contento, muy emocionado por tener el placer de entrevistarle a usted.
Yo también tengo el placer de...
He's pleased as well to have the pleasure to have an interview with you.
No, because just let him know that I'm a student. But ever since maybe 2007, 2008, there has been no statistics of centenarians from Cuba.
Él es estudiante en una universidad, pero entonces él me está diciendo ahora que desde el 2007 o 2008 él no había tenido acceso a ninguna estadística real sobre las personas que están por alrededor de los 100 años aquí en Cuba.
I gotta ask one fresh question. I gotta ask her.
Okay.
Ask her, how many girlfriends does he have?
¿Quieres saber ahora cuántas novias tiene?
Bueno, yo estoy celosa de la doctora Lina, que siempre anda llamándolo. Estoy celosa de una compañera que trabaja en el restaurante La Dominica, que siempre lo está llamando. Estoy celosa de todo el que viene aquí, porque todo el mundo se le tira arriba, y eso me tiene bien molesta, y cuando se desaparece me pongo peor.
She's jealous of his doctor. The doctor is Dr. Lina. It's a she, of course, and she's always like all over him, and she's jealous about her. She's also jealous about a lady that works in a dining room, and that is always going around him asking about him, and she's always jealous. And all of the people that come here asking about him and just taking care of him all the time.
But you must account for him being here. You take good care of him too.
Bueno, él dice que por lo menos usted tiene el placer, tiene que usted es la que está aquí cuidando de él.
Sí, yo soy la madre más joven del mundo, con hijos de 101 años. El promedio de edad que tengo aquí es de 80. Tengo varias mujeres con más de 90 años. Tengo una con más de 90 años. Tengo varias con más de 90 años. Y casi todos tienen 86, 87. Aquí joven solamente tengo 2 personas. Joven, cuando digo joven, es que están entre los 65 y los 70 años.
Okay, she says that she's the youngest mother in the world.
The youngest mother? Oh!
Because her children are like 80, 90, or 100 years old.
The youngest mother in the world. Okay. All right. Now, I love that logic. Now, do you have any spiritual practice? If there any religious belief that you have?
¿Usted practica alguna religión, alguna fe?
Sí, yo soy religioso.
¿Qué religión usted practica?
Primero la religión de la santería.
Centenarian.
Santeria? He practices Santeria? Okay, and that does he credit that?
He has the same. ¿Qué santo usted tiene eso?
Hacemos el cambón con el chumbo.
It's Chambó with a shoe.
Okay, all right. So,
44 años.
What one?
44 años.
Over 44 years. He has been with that saint over 44 years.
okay, all right, okay. And what saint is that?
Changó y Ochun.
Chango Yuchun?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Now, what I also wanted to ask was this. What suggestions would you give a person who would like to become over 100 years old? What is it that they should and should not do?
¿Qué sugerencia usted le daría a una persona para que durara 100 años? Es decir, qué cosas debería hacer y qué cosas no debería hacer.
Llevar una vida normal.
To live a normal life.
Llevar una vida normal. Yo llevo una vida normal. Porque hay que hace en el santo se hace un juicio.
¿Dónde?
En el santo se hace un juicio. Eso se llama, eso se llama Isá. Es un Isá que se tiene que reírse siempre por el Isá. El Isá no se equivocó conmigo. Él me dijo que yo iba a tener una larga vida. Pero no miraba.
When he started Santeria, there is like this judgment. It is called Età. There they tell the beginners, that the ones that are beginning in the religion, how their life are going to be. So the Età told him that he was supposed to live a long life, and he was not mistaken, as you can see.
Okay, all right. So in other words, he encountered a spiritual leader who informed him that this would happen to him?
It was in the process. The Età is a process, it's not a person.
Okay.
In that process they told him that, and he confessed that.
Okay. Does he have any regrets about his life?
¿Usted tiene, no sé, arrepentimiento sobre su vida?
No. Me siento orgulloso de llegar a la edad que yo tengo.
He's proud to be 100 years old.
Porque ya me habían pronosticado llegar a la edad que yo tengo.
Nunca le he hecho daño a nadie.
He's proud to be 100 years old. Besides, because of the process I told you about, he was conscious that he will be living a long life.
All right. Now, the other thing I would like to ask is this: do he himself believe? Did he believe that he would see 100 years of life in this world?
¿Usted creyó que usted duraría 100 años?
¿Ah?
¿Usted creyó que usted duraría 100 años?
Yo nunca lo creí.
He never thought he would last
Yo
100
nunca creí que iba a llegar a eso.
Okay, now.
Cuando termine la entrevista con él, aunque no estaba planificado, si quiere, para que pase como por cada anciano y que cada uno le diga su edad para que por lo menos se lleve ese testimonio.
Sí. Vamos a ver porque estamos cogiendo un momento.
No, si es rápido, cada uno le dice la edad.
No, it's okay. She was telling me that once we're done with the interview, if you want, we can pass around all the elders here, and you can, they all can say their name and their age, just quick.
Okay.
For you to take a video.
All right. What do you account? What was the best time in your life? I mean, what was the happiest times of your life?
¿Cuál fue el momento más feliz de su vida?
El mundo más feliz, lo que tengo aquí.
No, ahora es el momento más feliz. He says that right now is his happiest time.
Mis compañeros aquí.
I mean, all the people that are surrounding him.
Okay. All right. So you live in this this home, or you have your own place?
¿Usted vive aquí o usted tiene su casa propia?
Yo solo vivo en un cuarto con balcón.
Pero no aquí, en otra casa. He has his own house. He has his own house. He spends the mornings, I mean, just daytime here, and then he goes back to his place.
Oh, okay. So own apartment. That means he does his own cooking and cleaning and, you know, functioning around the house.
La limpieza, la cocina, ¿eso lo hace usted o usted tiene una persona que se lo hace?
Estoy con la hija mía.
Con la hija suya.
Ella me atiende.
His daughter is the one who does the cooking.
Okay, all right, okay. That was my next question. Like, after the daycare, the adult daycare activities, who looks after him?
His daughter.
Okay, his daughter. So now, she checks on him every day or a couple of times a week?
¿Su hija vive con usted?
Yo estoy con ella.
Es decir, 3 o 4 días a la semana.
Los nietos míos me quieren muchísimo. A eso me hacen así.
He says like,
Y me están dando. No me lavo la boca porque de repente la lavo.
okay, he says that
Ese es el requerimiento por la mañana, antes de levantar. Ya me están dando ya un vaso grande que le hace, yo no llevo.
okay. His daughter is with him a couple times a week. He was talking about his grandchildren, that they like to tease him a lot. Like
Okay.
pull his legs and all stuff.
Okay, all right. All right, now, I would like to ask her a couple of questions.
2 o 3 preguntas, si puede.
Sí.
Is this the first centenarian at this center?
Esta es la primera persona que ha llegado a los 100 años aquí en este...
No, yo he tenido ya 2 anteriores.
She's
Una
had,
llegó hasta los 103.
She has had 2 that lived over 100 years already.
Okay, and right now at this facility, he is the only one?
Ahora aquí él es el único.
El único. Y tengo una de 96 que va a cumplir 97, que es mujer.
He's the only one that is over 100 years right now, but she has this old lady that is 96, about to be 97.
Okay, all right, okay, so I would take it that the staff takes a personal, I'm quite sure you take a personal interest in everyone here, but I see that y'all take a special interest in him.
Es decir, él ve que el personal de aquí se ocupa de todos los ancianos. pero que piensa que hay un cuidado especial para...
Pudiera decirte que sí y que no. Sí, porque todo el mundo viene por el señal de 101 años, pero aquí hay un trato lineal para todos. En la mañana yo le hago un saludo personificado y a él le digo mi jevito, mi noviecito, diariamente le digo algo de cariño y esa es la comunicación que tengo para con todos. Nosotros somos 5 trabajadores para atender 50 ancianos.
They are 5 workers here, and they take care of 50 elder people. So she was telling me that about the question you asked about the treatment is the same for everybody. I mean, anyway, like sometimes she's like, okay, you are my boyfriend, just joking around, but it's the same. Anyway, everybody that comes here, everybody wants to meet him because he's the one over 100 years old.
All right, now, I have a question for him. How often does he walk, like exercise, move around? How often?
¿Cuán seguido usted camina, hace ejercicio?
Sí, yo hago ejercicios en la casa.
Todos los días.
Sí, yo hago...
Every day.
Y aquí.
Every day he
Y
walks?
aquí también yo hago, si lo que ejercicio que hacen aquí, yo lo hago en mi casa.
Desde aquí hasta su casa, ¿usted camina o
Yo
lleva?
caminando.
He walks.
Every day.
Yo camino 1 kilómetro de pico.
He walks like a kilometer every single day. A kilometer and something.
Yo camino 1 kilómetro y pico.
That's like half a mile or something like that.
Every day he walks a half a mile.
Yeah. I mean, a mile is 1.2 kilometers,
A little bit more.
so it's over a mile.
He walks it.
More than a mile
He walks more than a mile a day.
a day.
Okay, all right. Maybe that might be one of his secrets, because this is something I'm starting to notice. Those who become centenarians, there's always one little secret that they do.
Él piensa que para lo mejor eso es uno de los secretos por los cuales usted ha logrado vivir 100 años. Es decir, que como camina, se mantiene activo. Es algo que él ha notado.
Tengo que caminar, porque si se camina o no camina, se queda verdad. Se queda, hay que caminar.
He says, you have
Yo a veces no
you have to be
tengo,
active.
a veces yo no tengo ánimo para caminar, pues hago un esfuerzo y tengo que caminar y camino.
Sometimes he doesn't feel like walking, but anyway he does it. Because he's like, I have to walk, I have to walk.
Have to walk. Okay.
He's like a strong-willed person.
All right, so he would walk around this neighborhood or the neighborhood to where he lives.
He walks to his place.
He walks to this place?
To his place.
Okay. To and from. Okay. All right. I know that you just set me up for something, so now I'm going to go ahead and find out what it is.
Dice que cuando usted le dijo algo es por algo, que él sabe que hay algo por ahí.
Claro.
All right, now, I have a question for you. What illnesses do you currently have right now?
¿Cuáles son sus padecimientos ahora?
Realmente estoy padeciendo la cervical y la cintura, que me ha caído mucho.
The calves and the hips. Is that?
The collar?
The collar.
Okay.
The spine cord?
Spinal cord? Okay. And his hips? And that's his only problems?
Ya, eso es
A
todo.
veces me sube la presión, muy frecuente. Yo tengo el medicamento y hay uno que me da mañana.
Sometimes he has like this blood pressure troubles, but it's not a big deal. So I mean, it's that.
Okay, now, what about arthritis?
Tiene artritis. Artritis.
¿Cómo?
Artritis es eso que tiene
Sí,
aquí.
sí, sí.
Ya.
Eso,
Okay.
Yo tengo, cuando digo artrosis, yo tengo en la cabeza, yo tengo artrosis de nariz en toda la cabeza. Artrosis, mira, tengo desviación, una desviación que tengo aquí.
muchos años.
A veces me duele.
Too many years, isn't it?
Huh?
Too many years. He's carrying too many years along.
Okay.
Se gastó, está gastado.
Okay.
A lot of use for those bones.
Alright, okay, no, but what I'm pretty much figuring out, he said, okay, a lot of years for those bones, but okay,
But I mean, he doesn't have like too many diseases.
okay. What is his favorite fruits and what is his favorite vegetables and how often does he eat it?
¿Cuál es su comida favorita? ¿Cuál es su comida favorita?
Pues yo como lo que me den, yo como lo que me den, yo me lo como.
He eats anything, whatever.
Whatever.
¿Y los vegetales, sus vegetales favoritos?
¿Eh?
¿Sus vegetales favoritos?
Pues sí, bueno, cuando me lo dan, pues lo como.
Cualquier vegetal, no importa. He eats anything.
Lo único que aquí no me gusta mucho es el pepino.
Yeah, the only vegetable that he doesn't like too much is
El
cucumber.
pepino una vez porque con la mano, yo tenía, a los 18, 20 años, yo tenía una novia en un lugar que se llamaba Arroyito. Pues somos 4 libros que tenía que caminar para adentro. Y llegué a las 8 de la noche allí, lo único que había era huevos, arroz blanco y ensalada de pepino. Por poquito me muero, me comí eso, por poquito me reviento. Otro huevo frito a las 8 de la noche y 7 de la noche. Óigame, llegué allí con un dolor de la madre y dije, mamá, ¿qué es tu papito? Comí. Mi papá cogió una piedra, mi mamá le echó un café, me pasó la mano y después me da a tomar el agua. Ya como de medio no estaba el kilo ya.
He says that the reason why he doesn't like cucumber is because when he was in his 20s, he had this girlfriend, but the girlfriend lived outside the city, so he had to walk a lot to get to her house. Once you arrive, the only thing that they have to eat was rice, eggs, and cucumber. And because of the cucumber, he has like this indigestion. So he had like this really bad time, so that's why he doesn't like cucumber.
Okay, all right.
And the remedy for curing that indigestion was that his mother put a stone in water for some time, and then he drank that water, and passed like 2 days after that, he was good.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Were you part of the revolution in the late 1950s?
Usted estuvo involucrado en la revolución es decir, cuando Fidel fue a la sierra, estuvo en el movimiento.
Yo me vinculé a los movimientos.
Al 26 de julio.
En 1946 yo vengo luchando junto a Fidel. De 1946. Yo empecé a vender bonos. He
who was involved in the underground movement.
The underground movement.
Yeah.
That was on Castro's side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, right, even before the attacks to the barracks in July 26, 1953, there was an underground movement to overthrow all these puppets, governments that were in favor of the United States interests. So he was involved with that.
Okay, now, what was the name of the underground movement?
Es decir, usted me dijo que usted estaba involucrado desde 1944, ¿no? 46.
Yo empecé a luchar por esto ya, porque la gente cree que se empezó en el 59, ya después del año 46 se empezó a luchar por eso.
Él lo que quiere saber es el nombre del movimiento en el 46, ¿cuál era?
Movimiento 26 de junio.
No, en el 46, en el 46.
No, todavía no teníamos.
No tenía, they didn't have a name. So it became later July 26 movement. Once, past 1953, it became July 26 movement. But before, they didn't have a name as such.
My question to you is, what is these the citizens here fed daily?
What?
What food do you feed these citizens here at this nursing home daily? What is their daily diet?
¿Cuál es la dieta que tienen aquí para alimentar a los ancianos?
Aquí hay una dieta balanceada, ellos comen de todo. Aquí hay diferentes enfermedades, diferentes patologías. Yo tengo diabético, parte del Parkinson, soy hipertenso. Pero aquí el menú lo hace una nutricionista. y los alimentos son 6 platos, pero repartidos por gramos: arroz, carne, ensalada, vianda, algún caldo y dulce. Eso es normalmente aquí, y comen cada 2 horas. El desayuno, merienda, almuerzo, merienda y comida, más las actividades recreativas que se le hacen. Como usted verá, hay un grupo jugando dominó, otros viendo películas, otros están leyendo, otros están tejiendo, otros están conversando, hay quien está cosiendo. Este es un centro de rehabilitación donde la persona viene a rehabilitarse, a dejar sus problemas allá afuera. Ha podido ver la tranquilidad, la armonía que reina aquí dentro, así es normalmente. Los llevo a pasear, celebro todo tipo de fechas alegóricas, me ocupo de su salud, hago interconsulta con un geriatra, con una nutricionista y con un psicólogo. Yo soy el único técnico que trabaja aquí, los estoy evaluando constantemente, y cuando ellos vienen, de acuerdo a lo que ya yo evalué, llegamos a un consenso. Me ocupo si tienen la dentadura, si le hace falta espejuelos, si le hace falta un aparato auditivo, si necesita un apoyo. Estoy aquí para eso, para velar por su salud. Esta institución es de salud pública.
This institution belongs to the public system, obviously. They have like this nutritionist, which is in charge of preparing the diet for all the elders here. I mean, the diet varies according to the diseases they may have or not, but it's composed of 6 elements. They have like rice, beans, salad, meat or eggs, and some dessert. Okay, so he was telling me that she personally takes care of looking after every single of the elders, so to figure out what their needs are. So if they need, I don't know, they have eye issues or dental issues or urine issues, whatever. She's the one in charge of that, to look after them. This is a rehabilitation center, so she tries that all the problems the elders may have, they leave it outside, so they come here just to relax and to enjoy their time peacefully. As you can see, there are people playing dominoes or reading or just chatting or watching movies, so this is a center just for them to relax.
Okay, now, question to you. Does an elderly person get assigned here, or do they come in here on their own?
Ellos van y vienen solos.
On their own.
So you're saying if anyone has, any senior citizen has any health problems, all they have to do is make it here and they will take care of the rest.
Por ejemplo, si hay una persona anciana que quiere venir aquí solamente con llegar y ya.
Eso para llegar aquí, en Cuba hay un sistema del médico de la familia. Entonces, el médico de la familia tiene controlado a niños, ancianos, mujeres, y si ve un anciano vulnerable que necesita compañía por alguna razón, entonces lo remite a la trabajadora social del policlínico, o él mismo lo manda hasta aquí. A él se le hace un chequeo médico, un pesquisaje, un certificado de diagnóstico, se le hace una serie de documentación y el anciano ya puede ingresar aquí. Es un ingreso legal con su carta de ingreso, su convenio de pago, todo eso, porque aquí no se paga la comida es gratis. Lo que se paga es la estancia.
¿Y quién la paga, el Estado hoy?
La comida la paga el Estado.
¿Y la
estancia, él o los familiares, y es 25 pesos al mes.
So in Cuba we have like these family doctors. So they take care of, I don't know, neighborhood or maybe certain areas or in a neighborhood. So they have a control of the amount of children, women, men, elder people that live in that area. So if they see an elder people that is like it's vulnerable or have some health issues, they remit it to the social worker, and then the social worker send them here. Here in this center, they realize they do like a medical checking to spot their diseases or whatever, and then they admit it into the center. She was telling me that they eat every other 2 hours here. They have like breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and then snack again until they leave. They do not pay the food. The food is for free. The state pays for the food, but they do have to pay for their time here. So they have to pay like 1 cook a month to be here. Not for the food, but just for being here.
Okay. All right. Miss Margarita and Rafael Antonio, I want to thank both of you for giving me this time and this opportunity to come see you and have this interview. This is a very scarce and rare occasion, and I'm grateful to be able to do it. So I would like to thank both of you for this opportunity.
Yo quiero agradecerle por haberle dado la oportunidad a los dos, a ella y a usted, por haberle dado la oportunidad de realizar esta entrevista, que es un honor para él, la verdad.
Y para nosotros también. Con eso no hay problema. Cada vez que me necesiten, saben que aquí me tienen.
Every time you need her, she does. It's okay.
Okay. All right.
Usted, cualquier persona que venga a Cuba, que esté interesada en saber las realidades, las verdades que vivimos aquí, pues ya tiene mi número telefónico y ya. Lo único que no hablo inglés, pero no importa.
For you and for any other American that want to really know about Cuban reality, she's here. She gave you her contact number. So it's a pleasure for her to do that.
Okay. All right. Antonio Rafael or Rafael Antonio?
Rafael Antonio. Antonio Rafael o Rafael Antonio?
Rafael Antonio Moreao y Gira.
Rafael Antonio Moreao y Gira.
No, Rafael Antonio. A ver.
Rafael Antonio
Moreao.
se escribe, el apellido mío es francés. Sosa Morel se escribe Moreao.
Moreao Gira.
Gira.
His last name is French. So it's written Moreao, but it's pronounced Moro.
Okay. All right. Now, tell him to stay healthy, stay happy. These ladies need him. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Quiere que se cuide, que se mantenga feliz, saludable, que toda la mujer aquí lo necesita.
See, she's one of them.
Y usted es una de ellas.
Claro, yo sin esto no puedo vivir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Me para donde ir a
Okay. All right.
Aquí es donde comen los alimentos, ahí es donde se elabora.
Okay. Okay.
Ella es trabajadora de aquí, ella es la hija.
She's a worker here, her daughter.
Oh, okay. All right. Hola. Accent? Accent, how young you are?
Ah, sí. ¿Qué edad usted tiene?
76.
Oreste.
Orestes, 76 years old.
De Finita. 87.
Finita, 87.
Juan del Hoyo, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 76. Este es de los jóvenes.
76.
Él es Pedro. ¿Qué edad usted tiene, Pedro?
Pedro, 87.
Teodoro, hágame el favor, diga su edad. 88.
88.
Okay.
Y Cosme, 70. Él es de los jóvenes.
70 years old.
¿Quiere la edad de aquellos?
Okay.
Pedro, ¿pudieron decirme su edad?
65.
Él es de los jóvenes.
65 years old.
Okay.
¿Qué edad usted tiene, Mercedes? 77.
77.
Ella se llama Sila Dolores. ¿Qué edad usted tiene, Sila? 92 años. Él es Antonio. ¿Qué edad usted tiene, Antonio? Él es de los jóvenes. Alberto, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 71. Él es joven. Ya es... Julio, ¿qué edad usted tiene?
72.
Okay.
Ya es de 91.
91?
José Sandoval, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 70. Él es de los jóvenes. Gladys, ¿qué edad usted tiene, Gladys? Ellos son de los jóvenes.
79.
Okay.
Juana, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 76 de los jóvenes.
76.
Francisco, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 75 de los jóvenes. Antonio, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 85. Julia, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 76. 76. 86. Germán. ¿Qué edad usted tiene? 91 años.
Benjamin, 91 years old.
Ya. Ok.
They will just tell you their age.
¿Qué edad usted tiene, Juana Luisa?
83.
¿Y usted?
Juana Luisa, 83 years old.
Espérate. Delfina Seneca, ¿qué edad usted tiene? 96 años.
Mira, 86 years old.
Demetrio, ¿qué edad usted tiene?
Demetrio, 85 years old.
Okay.
Ernesto, ¿qué edad usted tiene?
82.
8.
Ernesto, 82 years old.
Okay.
Ella se llama Lucrecia y yo le digo la bandolera. ¿Qué edad usted tiene?
85.
She's Lucrecia, 85. She's Lucrecia, but everybody calls her Fugate.
Carlos.
¿Qué pasó con maricón? Lucrecia,
Está traduciendo. 66. Él es de los jóvenes que yo te digo que tengo aquí.
He's 66 years old.
Okay.
Y aquel señor, una personalidad de la música cubana que se llama Miguel Ángel. ¿Qué edad usted tiene, Miguel Ángel? 83.
Okay. All right.